Imagine this. You finally buy the phone you've wanted for years. For the first few days, it feels incredible. You can't stop looking at it. You proudly show it to your friends. You feel successful. But then someone buys a better one, and suddenly that excitement begins to disappear. Strange, isn't it? Or maybe you finally clear your dream exam. You get your dream job. You lose weight. You fall in love. For a while, everything feels perfect. But after a few months, it all feels normal again. So here's the question. If happiness is real, why does it always seem to expire? Today, we're going to uncover one of the greatest illusions of the human mind, a discovery that connects modern psychology, neuroscience, Buddhism, and the Bhagavad Gita. And by the end of this video, you may never chase happiness the same way again. In psychology, there is a fascinating concept called the hedonic treadmill. Imagine running on a treadmill. No matter how fast you run, you never actually reach your destination. That's exactly how happiness works. Researchers discovered something remarkable. Whenever something wonderful happens, your happiness rises. But after some time, your brain quietly adjusts. Scientists call this hedonic adaptation. Your dream house becomes just your house. Your dream salary becomes your monthly income. Your dream relationship becomes your daily routine. The extraordinary slowly becomes ordinary. But why? Because your brain was never designed to keep you happy. It was designed to keep you alive. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors couldn't afford to remain satisfied. Finding food wasn't enough. They had to search for more. Building a shelter wasn't enough. They had to make it stronger. If they became too comfortable, they became vulnerable. Evolution rewarded restlessness, not satisfaction, which means that little voice inside your head, the one that keeps whispering, "I'll be happy when I get that promotion. I'll be happy when I buy that house. I'll be happy when I finally succeed." It was never trying to make you happy. It was trying to help your ancestors survive. Now, take a look at the world around you. Social media, advertisements, luxury brands, influencers. Every single day, someone is trying to convince you that your life isn't enough. A better phone, a better body, a better relationship, a better career, a better lifestyle. The treadmill has become faster than ever before. 100 years ago, you compared yourself to your neighbors. Today, you compare yourself to millions of carefully edited lives every time you unlock your phone. And the more you compare, the faster you begin to run. But no matter how fast you run, the finish line keeps moving. Without realizing it, many of us have stopped living our own lives and started chasing someone else's highlight reel. Here's what's truly fascinating. Long before psychology, long before neuroscience, ancient wisdom had already recognized this pattern. More than 5,000 years ago, Lord Krishna described the very trap that millions of people still struggle with today. In the Bhagavad Gita, he explains that attachment to the results of our actions becomes one of the greatest causes of suffering. Notice something important. Krishna never tells us to stop working. He never says that ambition is wrong. Instead, he warns us about becoming emotionally dependent on outcomes. How often have you told yourself, "I'll finally be happy after I clear UPSC, after I get married, after I become successful, after I earn more money"? Little by little, life becomes one endless sentence that always begins with one word, after. And before we realize it, we spend so much time waiting for a better future that we forget to live the present. Buddhism reaches a remarkably similar conclusion. The Buddha called it craving, the endless desire for more. More money, more recognition, more beauty, more achievements. The problem isn't that we have desires. The problem is believing that the next achievement will complete us forever. Because the moment one desire is fulfilled, another quietly appears, like waves in the ocean. One fades away, another rises. The cycle never truly ends. So, does this mean that ambition is the enemy? Not at all. Ambition builds civilizations. Curiosity drives discovery. Hard work changes lives. The real danger isn't ambition, it's attachment. There's a difference, a profound difference. Work with passion. Dream without limits. Build something meaningful, but never hand over your happiness to a future moment. Because tomorrow always becomes today, and today's dream eventually becomes tomorrow's routine. If your happiness depends on reaching the next milestone, you'll spend your entire life moving from one destination to another without ever feeling that you've truly arrived. So, what have we learned today? First, your happiness isn't broken. Your brain is simply doing exactly what evolution designed it to do. Second, the modern world profits from keeping you dissatisfied because the more incomplete you feel, the easier it becomes to sell you another dream. Another product, another upgrade, another version of the life you're told you should have. And finally, real peace doesn't come from giving up your goals. It comes from understanding that your life isn't waiting somewhere in the future. It has always been right here, right now. The next time you catch yourself saying, "I'll finally be happy when," pause. Take a breath and ask yourself, what if happiness was never waiting at the finish line? What if it has been quietly walking beside you all along? If this changed the way you think, consider subscribing. Because here, we don't just explore philosophy or psychology or sociology. We explore what it truly means to be human. And I'll see you